Today I will play Elden Ring and I have for you another awesome weapon that I just found. This is from a remembrance, but this is something pretty rare. I bet most of the player will never have this weapon, only because the boss that you have to defeat it's quite difficult and a lot of players don't know how to reach this guy. So this, as I just told you, is from a remembrance. This is a special weapon with a special ability. That special ability only you can find on this weapon and only on this one. You cannot find this ability on another weapon, or I don't know, similar to an Ash of War. No, you're not gonna find something like this. The weapon skill is the Soul Stifler. I hope I pronounced that name right. And also the weapon looks amazing, and the thing that you're gonna do with this skill, it looks pretty awesome. But we have to discuss what this skill do and how you can use this weapon. Besides the fact that this is a very powerful weapon in matter of if your build it's around strength and dexterity, then it's perfect. It's gonna have a lot of physical attack by default, even if you don't upgrade it. But there are certain things that you should know. The strength that you need to operate this weapon, to use this weapon, is gonna be 30, and the dexterity is gonna be 20. So be careful if you don't have those stats. But again, there are some tricks that you can just increase that strength or dexterity with some items that you can just put on you, or with that flask that you can just drink, and you're gonna get 10 strength or dexterity points. Now, as I just told you, the unique skill is the Soul Stifler, and what this thing do, it's pretty awesome. Basically, this is gonna make your enemies weaker, so it's gonna inflict damage upon your foes by temporarily reduce their defense. Basically, you're gonna reduce their defense when you have this activated. You're gonna see that cloud around you with those, I don't even know what are those. I think it looks like some, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, I have to admit. This is the soul-spanning miasma. Again, sorry for my pronunciation, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I went to different enemies just to try it, and trust me, this is awesome. Besides the fact that I can do a lot of physical damage, that reduce of defense of my enemy, it's pure awesomeness. So, okay, that was the basic attack. You cannot put Ashes of War on this thing like all the special weapons, but you can upgrade it up to level 10. You can upgrade it up to level 10, obviously using the, what are the Somber Smithing Stone, that is the name. I always get confused with the names in this game, but with the Somber Smithing Stone up to level 10, you can make it pretty tough. The one that I'm using, I think it's level 9, I think. But definitely it's not the basic one. But bro, the damage that I'm gonna inflict, you're gonna cut through those enemies like you cut through butter. So it's pretty easy to defend your enemies, to defeat your enemies. Okay, let's see, my young ladies, what you can do. These are my favorite witches, and don't mind my skills of fighting, because yes, I'm not a good fighter, but trust me, I went with this weapon without using that special skill and with using the special skill, and this make a big difference. You know what, let's go in a different area just to test it a little bit more with a lot of enemies. This is when you're gonna cast that skill, that special skill, and you're gonna see that cloud. Basically, that is gonna go into your enemies. As you can see, my enemies are afflicted. You can see the animation on your enemies. When they are inflicted, basically they're gonna receive a lot more damage because their defense is weakened. How awesome is that? Don't worry, we're gonna go to even better enemies, and then obviously, like always, I'll show how you can get it, but I'm gonna show you only the quick guide. If you want to see the complete guide of how you can get this thing, we have to defeat a boss. And if you don't know how to reach that boss, I have a complete video with the location and how you can activate it, because that's why this is pretty hard to get this weapon. You can get it from a remembrance, from a boss that most of the players don't know, because you have to activate some towers in order to get there. But I'm sure that the players that just watch my channel already know that boss, that ancestral spirit boss. Basically, it's that big deer. Okay, let's see how we can inflict that that spell into these big enemies. Let's cast it. And as you can see, my enemy is inflicted. You're gonna see that shadow around my enemy, and then you know you can just inflict more damage. Just insane. And remember, my build is not around the strength, so my points are all over the place. I'm just a regular player like you. I'm not an expert of playing this game, at least with the fights. I try to be an expert of finding things, because I have over 1000 videos on my YouTube channel with this game. So yeah, let's see what we can do with that big bird, because this is a pretty annoying enemy for me. This is the skill, and 1, 2, 3 hits. I have to learn how to dodge, bro. I have to learn so bad how to dodge those hits. And one more enemy. There is a tough enemy, the regular one, not the bosses, that I always come to try to defeat with my new weapons. And if I'm gonna defeat this easily, the weapon is good. But again, if you like to collect, this is not the best weapon. But if you like to collect things, definitely you're gonna love this this weapon. Okay. If you have enough damage, you can inflict a lot. Okay, nice. If you have enough dexterity, actually, and a lot of stamina, you can inflict a lot of damage. Oh, almost died there. That's it. Now, let me explain how you can get it. I'm gonna try to do my best to give you only the quick guide. Basically, if you want to take this weapon, you have to defeat okay, let's go here. Captain Radan. If you don't know how to find that, don't worry, I have a video on my YouTube channel with that. You have to defeat Captain Radan and to go to the Nokron City. After you're gonna reach this Nokron City under the map, don't worry, again I have a video with the Nokron City and how you can reach to the Nokron City. You have to light up 6 different towers like this. I know there can be confusing, because there are towers like this in different areas, at least 2 different areas where you can find towers that you have to light up. But this is the area from the Nokron City, so remember that, because this is vital information for you to get this weapon. After you're gonna light up 6 towers, I have a video how you can do all of that. You have to go to the location where the boss is, because you're gonna discover a new boss, the ancestral spirit boss. The regal ancestor spirit, because yes, there are 2. There is the I know it can be confusing, but the one that I'm fighting right now is the regal ancestor spirit, and you can find in another location the ancestor spirit. Only the regal one will drop this this remembrance, and with this remembrance, obviously, you can go to the round table hold, and you can just continue by buying this the weapon that I just showed you. Okay, I just wanted to show you the part where you're gonna get this remembrance, and the remembrance of the regal ancestor. It's gonna allow you to get 2 different items. And then just go to the round table hold at that old lady, speak with her and receive whatever you want. You can duplicate it and you can get both of the items. There is a talisman, and also there is this this weapon. So this is how you can get it. This is the only way of how you can get it. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like, subscribe, share. I'm gonna see you in the next one, and love you all. Be safe.